God, I'm shattered.
I've got a splinter in my hand.
Oh, poor you. What about my bad back?
What bad back?
I've always had a bad back, you know that. I've always suffered from a spinal weakness. I've always been warned against moving things, in fact. Against lifting heavy objects.
Well, surely lifting tea chest will be good for the spine, sort of strengthen it, therapy-like.
Only under medical supervision.
Well, I'm sorry, but Dr. Clark has more urgent things to do than oversee you and me humping furniture.
I might be doing the wrong things, making the wrong movements. Could be fatal. Hasn't done me cartilage any good, either.
You should make up your mind about your body.
What do you mean, make up me mind?
Whether you're superbly fit or a crippled wreck. I just wish you'd decide whether you're Mr. Universe or a walking miracle.
I don't think I quite follow. Just because I sustained some rather serious injuries during my time of service in the Queen's Army, I don't think I quite follow you.
Well, normally you're always on about your athletic prowess and your pole vaulting and your commando karate course. But as soon as there's a job of work to be done, you become a shadow of your former self, only kept alive by advanced medical techniques.
There's gratitude. There's the thanks for getting your job done at the risk of permanent injury to my spine.
If it isn't your spine, it's your cartilage. If it isn't your cartilage, it's your leg. If it isn't your leg, it's another attack of the dreaded Burmese malaria.
It's amazing how friends turn on you. It was the thought of coming home to real friends that kept me going in the forces. Many's the time I've lain awake in the hot tropic night, alone with me memories, and me hand clasped around me aerosol can of that.
What tropics? You were never east of Cyprus.
Officially.
Oh, come on. Officially. You've got to stop these military fantasies of yours. You were only a lance corporal in the Remy. If someone overheard you, they'd think you were a cross between Lawrence of Arabia and Biggles.
Biggles was in the Air Force.
Weren't you? The government didn't confine you just to one branch of the services, did they? Didn't you fly Phantoms for a while, after that spell you had in submarines?
I've done my bit, mate. I've played my part. And a war wound to show for it.
Yes, but what war was this? You were stationed in Germany, but they made peace there in 1945. You must have known, it was in all the papers.
I noticed we didn't have all this withering sarcasm before I helped you hump tea chests over here. Then it was, please, Terry, and I wonder if you'd mind, Terry, and could you just see your way clear, Terry, old friend, old pal? I'm doing this as a favour to you.
No, you're not. You're doing this for free beer. Because I said I'd buy every round for the next 24 hours.
Right. And you'll be surprised how many I can knock back when I'm annoyed.
Shall we have a cup of tea? I'm parched.
Well, I'll put the kettle on. Have you got any milk?
In the fridge.
And don't think this tea's going to take the edge off my thirst, either.
Ah, me as a choir boy. That can go on the mantelpiece. Now, what else is there? Oh, my luminous rabbit. And the guinea pig cage.
Ooh.
Oh, hello, pet. I didn't expect you.
Deborah's giving me a lift to work, so I brought the tea service. It's in the hall, so be careful. How are you getting on?
We made a start. Do you want a cup of tea? Terry's making some.
I haven't got time. Oh, what's in this tea chest?
Oh, just some stuff.
But where are the new lamps? Or the dining table or the laundry basket? Where's anything?
Well, I haven't got around to those yet.
Well, you've got around to all this. What is it?
Well, they're my just some personal effects.
All this is personal effects?
Yes.
You think we're hoarding all this in our new home?
Well, they're my favourite things, Thelma. That's my past in those two tea chests.
Well, I don't want your past coming over our front step. A lot of your past isn't fit for indoors.
They're all souvenirs.
They're all dusty old books and broken toys by the look of it. Oh, be reasonable, Boblet. We just haven't got the cupboard space.
I'm not sweeping my heritage into the dustbin like litter.
But these things are meaningless now, Bob, and we haven't got a spare room or an attic. We'd have to place these in the house. Do you want visitors to see all these things? Do you want our friends to see that our new shelf units are covered in Rupert annuals? And the bumper adventure book for boys? And where do we put nudes of 1959 in the guest room?
I'll make room somewhere. In the garage, or I'll build a garden shed.
But you don't have any use for these things. When was the last time you needed the 1956 Picture Goer annual?
1956.
And when do you anticipate looking at it again?
I might do. I might need it for reference.
What sort of reference?
Well, look, supposing we sat in one night and you said, oh, do you remember that circus picture with Sophia Loren? And I'd get the book out and prove to you that it wasn't Sophia Loren, that it was Gina Lola Brigida. And the film was called Trapeze, also starring Burt Lancaster, Tony Curtis, and I think Gloria Graham.
And you didn't have to refer to the book once. So we fill up our lovely home with all the useless remnants of your past, clutter it with all this junk, so that once every few years you can win some pointless argument about Gina Lola Brigida. Are you keeping this teddy bear for reference? And these toy cars?
Well, it's a shame to turf them out. One day you might want to know what sort of cars people used to drive.
No, I won't.
Our children might.
Oh, we won't have children. We won't be able to because we won't have a nursery. We won't have a nursery because you'll have turned that room into a museum to the 1950s.
That's a Riley. They don't make Rileys anymore.
I don't want my house a museum. I want nice pieces round me, not exhibits.
Brum, brum, brum.
And stop playing with your Riley. I want ornaments, not mementos. Oh, please, Bob, take it all away.
Where to?
Well, take them back to your mother's.
She doesn't want them. She's going to let my room to a student from Zambia, and he doesn't want them.
Well, try the dustman or the children's hospital. Look, I must go. I'm late already. Please, dear. All gone when I get back,
Yes, dear.
And don't give news of 1959 to the children's hospital.
Coast clear?
Yeah, she's gone. Oh, Gloria Graham wasn't in Trapeze.
Gloria Graham?
No, it was the greatest show on earth.
I thought Gloria Graham was the girl on the hardware counter at Woolworths.
That's Gloria Gaydon.
Oh, aye. Wonder what became of her.
Dunno, but I've got a picture of her. Here somewhere, I've got a picture of just about everyone we've ever known in this chest.
Oh, I deserve this tea, though, but...
How do you feel, mate?
Better after this.
How's the back?
Oh, it's not so bad, thanks, considering.
And the leg? Not too much pain?
Not if I keep it up. Why?
Well, I was just wondering if you might, do me a favour, old friend, old pal.
Just there. Just there. No, lower. Lower down. That's it. Oh, my God. Oh, that's enough. Oh, tomorrow I'm going to see somebody about myself.
Well, with all your ailments, you're going to have a busy day, aren't you? What with the osteopath and the physiotherapist and the hospital for tropical diseases?
Any more of your sarcasm and you'll need the casualty ward. I don't think your massage has helped my back. You haven't got the knack.
Well, I'm inhibited, aren't I? What if my mother came in and found you with your trousers down?
Your mother doesn't mind what goes on in this house as long as people wipe their feet first.
Is it any better?
A little.
Perhaps my hands have natural healing powers.
I had trouble with me back in Germany. I went to this health clinic near Munchen. The girls there had the knack.
So what they call them over there, health clinics?
It was a proper, respectable place, with Turkish baths and a receptionist in a white coat and everything. There was this girl there, first time I went. It was obvious, you know, that she'd fancied me. Well, more than that she was fond of me. She only charged me half price.
Well, surely that was because there's so little of you to massage.
What there was, mate, was firm, supple muscle, which made a welcome change for her from all them flabby krauts with garlic sausage on their breath. So, I mean, that's what all our clients were. Fat businessmen from advertising agencies, staggering in from drunken lunches, puffing long cigars. And one day, there was me. A young soldier in a strange land. She smiled, and I smiled back, and I could tell what she was thinking.
She was thinking, oh, good, I'll be home early tonight.
She was thinking what a nice change it would be to stick her thumbs into something young. Anyhow, I started seeing more and more of her.
And presumably she'd seen everything there was of you.
It wasn't surprising that things developed. Things I'd never felt before.
Like biceps?
Look, I'm trying to tell you something serious. I'm trying to tell you how I met my wife.
Your wife? Buter? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise. I thought this story was just another of your military fantasies. You never told me she was a masseur.
Masseuse.
Well, I meant that, I'm sorry.
She's a good one and all. She had a diploma.
Must have been a strange courtship.
Well, it was in a way. Just seeing her twice a week with a towel wrapped round my waist. It was 2 months before I had the nerve to ask her out, because they're not supposed to see clients socially, you see. Funny thing.
What?
First date, we arranged to meet outside a cinema in the city centre. She walked straight past me. She'd never seen me with clothes on before.
You don't often talk about her.
I know.
Hardly mention her.
Hardly. It's just that... Well, it's times like this when I think of her.
Times like what?
When my back's killing me.
You take it easy. I'll unpack this soon enough.
Unpack? I thought you had to get rid of it.
No, I will do. Yes, I will do. I'll just store it here till I work out the best way.
No, you won't. You're a hoarder. You can't throw anything away, you. Even that ravaged teddy bear's still here.
Hey, mind his ear.
His ear's the only thing left to hold on to. Now, what possible use is a bald, blind teddy bear with one arm and no squeak?
No use at all. But that's not the point.
I bet when you emptied that cupboard, it was the first time you'd seen him for 10 years.
I haven't seen me great Auntie Elsie for 10 years, but that's no reason to dump her on the corporation tip, is it?
Well, what about this cage?
You remember my guinea pig? Gregory?
Has he escaped?
No, you fool. He died about 10 years ago.
And I bet you kept his ashes in a cufflink box.
Do you remember we used to race them, mine against yours? They never really got going, did they?
No. I don't think they're natural athletes, guinea pigs.
Hey, see this old helmet? German, Panzer Division, Rommel's lot. My Uncle Jim took that off a dead soldier at Alamein.
You certainly wouldn't have taken off a live one.
See this rabbit? It's no ordinary rabbit.
True.
It's a luminous rabbit.
Luminous?
It glows in the dark.
Well, it doesn't look luminous to me.
I'll prove it to you. Put your head under the bed cover. See?
Not very bright, though, is it?
Bright enough to read a mucky book by when I was a kid.
It's a wonder you didn't go blind. Look at all these dinkies. Hey, that's a Riley, isn't it?
Yes?
Look at these records. Bo Diddley, Fats Domino, Buddy Holly.
I've got every single Buddy Holly ever made.
Didn't call them singles in them days.
Hey, do you remember we had a skiffle group?
How could I forget? You on washboard,
Dublin Gazoo.
Big John Gibson on banjo.
Fats Gibson, we called him then. Morris Memphis Hardacre on drums.
Well, drum. And I was on the tea chest.
That was the tea chest.
Never.
I was the leader.
I can never understand that, considering you're tone deaf.
I was the leader because it was my garden shed we were practising in.
Whatever happened to Bob, Ferris and the Wildcats?
You see how hard it is to throw away these golden oldies?
Aye, maybe you're right. You put it that way. There's some things I've never thrown away. Precious things, you know, to me. Now, I've got a piece of lava from Vesuvius. It must be worth a fortune. I've had it for years.
Is this it?
Yes, it is. How did you get that? That's my lava. Give it here.
Well, it couldn't have been all that precious to you because you swapped it for a copy of Health and Beauty and a packet of licorice all sorts.
Well, I want it back.
All right, don't erupt. No need to blow your top. Get it. Lava, volcano, blow your top.
Ha, ha, ha.
Oh, never mind. Keep it. Go on, keep it. You're right. You keep your lava and I'll keep me teddy.
Well, it's valuable. It's sentimental.
Well, that's how I feel about these things. Throwing this stuff away is like losing a limb.
Of course it is.
If only Thelma understood.
Well, she should. Thelma is wrong and you are right. What you've got here is a tribute to your past. These are things that money can't buy. You can't put a price on a lump of lava or a ruined Bruin.
Absolutely. Henry stays, and so does everything else.
Quite right.
Thelma has no right.
Your past.
Of course, they can't stay here. Not with the new lodge.
Well, they shouldn't stay here. They belong with you. In your home. Now, you tell her that. You tell Thelma it's your home as well as hers, and where you are, they are.
Right, so back it all goes. I knew you'd understand. Old friend, old pal.
Oh, what have I said? Well, that was a short phone call.
To the point.
What did you say?
I said I wasn't prepared to discard my heritage. I said it was my home as well as her home, and where those things go, I go.
Well put. What did she say?
She gave me one of her ominous silences.
So what did you do?
I gave her one of my ominous silences.
Pretty pointless phone call, really.
It made its point. It made its point. Then the pips went.
Best thing. Cheers.
Cheers. After this, we'll move the dining table.
Oh, give us a chance.
Is your back still bad?
I can't bend it. I was going to have a game of darts, but I can't raise my eyes to see the double top.
You don't seem to have any trouble raising that pint.
I've earned this pint.
You don't think I'm being unreasonable, do you?
Look, I'm not humping those tea chests back again.
I don't think I'm being unreasonable.
It would be dangerous.
If anything, I think she's being unreasonable.
Strain.
On the other hand, we haven't got the space.
I'd slip a disc.
And it is our new house.
On me back for 6 months.
Oh, I am, you know. I am being unreasonable.
Encased in plaster from head to toe.
Do you think I'm being unreasonable?
What? Unreasonable about what?
Asking you to help me hump those tea chests back again.
Oh, dear me.
It's just I told the constable, then Terry, Mr. Collier here. I got to the house and everything had gone. I've been robbed.
All nicked.
All right, sir. But have I got this right? One luminous what, sir?
Bunny. Rabbit.
What function might that usefully perform, sir? Just out of academic interest.
Well, it glows in the dark. You see? So you can read things under the bedclothes.
Silly question. One rabbit, luminous.
Oh, and there's a guinea pig cage. No guinea pig, just the cage.
One cage, guinea pig, uninhabited.
Is there anything I forgot?
Oh, does it matter? 3 foolscap sheets is enough to go on with, isn't it?
Thank goodness for that. Now, we'll get this list circulated.
Good job you had your lava in your pocket.
Lava?
From a volcano, the Vesuvius. I had it in my pocket.
Yes, well, that was fortunate, wasn't it?
What's the chances? I mean, some of those things were quite valuable to me.
I can see that, sir.
I mean, have you any idea?
For some time, we've suspected that robberies in the area were being masterminded by a Mr. Big. This only confirms our suspicions. Or it might be a heavy mob up from the smoke. We'll keep you informed, sir.
Thank you very much, Sergeant. Come on, Terry, then. Might as well go.
Good. My back's giving me jip.
CID? Charlie? Listen, you're not going to believe this.
Darling.
Hello,
Hello, Thelma.
Terry. I brought these things here myself, as you obviously weren't going to get round to it. You were too busy running your souvenir shuttle service.
Oh, thank God you didn't come earlier. You might have disturbed them. They might have tied you up or beaten you or worse.
Who might?
The people that broke in. Thieves, villains. Darling, we've been robbed.
Robbed?
At least I have. Who could have done such a thing?
It was the Reverend Newman.
What?
And that curate of his with the red hair and the bicycle clips.
The clergy?
Just think what he's been doing with the collection plates all this time.
Would you think thieves would ignore the cooker, the new fridge, and my print of Bernard Buffett's clown and take 2 chestloads of miscellaneous rubbish?
But why? I mean, why the vicar?
Because I rang him up and said, do you want some stuff for your jumble sale for the war on want?
A jumble sale? What sort of people are going to end up with my things?
Oh, they should be all right. They are parishioners, good Christian homes.
Not necessarily. It's a very dodgy lot on that jumble sale circuit. Thelma, how could you? Where are you going?
I'm just making a tactful withdrawal. I'll put the kettle on, shall I?
I said, how could you?
Well, you made me very cross ringing up like that and giving me an ultimatum.
Just for the record, I came back here to ship them again, for your sake. I decided that I was being selfish.
Had you?
Yes, I decided to burn them or bury them or drown them in the canal. Even though they're my most treasured, precious possessions.
Oh, you make me feel awful. I've been the selfish one.
No. You were right. We haven't got the cupboard space.
Well, we could find it. You could build a shed in the garden, darling, or the airing cupboard or something.
But
No, darling, look, please don't argue. When we've got a kiddie, he'll love playing with your old dinky toys or finding out that Gloria Graham was in trapeze.
She wasn't actually. I was wrong.
Well, there you are. That proves we need good reference books. Look, go and get them back from the church hall. They won't have sold them yet.
Pet, are you sure?
Positive.
Oh, I see. Peace and love is the message, is it?
Oh, Terry, love, I'm sorry about today. I hope I haven't put your back up.
No. Out, but not up.
Oh, you are kind. Look, I know you won't mind helping Bobby bring those things back one more time. Hmm?
Old pal, old friend.
You expect me to believe that you bought those tea chests of junk at the church hall?
£5. £5 to buy me own bloody things back.
And then your Z-car lot came and arrested us. And made us carry them in.
Ah, well, all falls into place now. Insurance swindle, wasn't it? You two and your collaborators from the clergy were out to do Lloyd's for £500,000.
I'm sorry, Inspector.
Don't butter me up, lad.
I'm sorry we wasted your valuable time.
Lance, please. When you're as overworked as we are, when you've got too few policemen chasing too many villains, and too few beat bobbies chasing too many parking offenders, and when you've got to cope with students and demos and break-ins and breakouts, and lost cats and flashers and fairies and false alarms, and allegations of police brutality, it makes a welcome change to be frigged about by idiots like you two. Out!
Yes, Sergeant. Sorry, Sergeant.
Oi!
Yes, Sergeant?
You can take those damn chests with you, too.
How's the back?
Pretty terrible. Don't worry about me.
Is the pain still severe?
It's spreading. Round both shoulders and down to the backs of both legs. Still, it'll be worse tomorrow.
It's my fault. I'm to blame.
Not to worry. You can't slip a disc for a friend.
Sorry, mate.
Poor old Teddy doesn't look too good.
Travel sickness, I expect.
Why is he bald?
Don't you remember? We used to play hairdressers with him.
Is that how he lost an ear?
No. That was when he lost his leg. We put him through your mother's mangle.
What a terrible thing to do.
We were interrogating him at the time.
Did he talk? I mean, squeak?
No, nor ever since.
So it's guilt makes you keep Teddy, not sentiment.
Sentiment's caused me enough trouble. No point living in the past, I've learned that. Anyhow, the whole lot's gone to the corporation rubbish tip now. So that's that.
Aye. Hey, look, what's that?
It's another tea chest.
It was not one of ours.
Must be stuff Thelma brought round. Hockey stick?
She doesn't play hockey anymore.
Not for 10 years. Kaleidoscope?
One panda, black and white. Squeak intact.
Neckerchief, navy blue.
Girl Guides.
Record LP. The best of Billy Fury.
One book, 5 on Kirin Island.
Little Women.
Paperweight, Eiffel Tower.
One doll with gingham knickers.
One music box. No music.
Another paperweight. Snow scene.
One pair of Y-fronts, male.
Male Y-fronts?
Probably Billy Fury's.
She's got a nerve bringing all this junk in here. We haven't got room for this. I mean, where's the room for all it? Where's the cupboard space? What does she need with a broken music box and a pet panda?
Well, she's gone too far this time, Bob. You went out of your way to be reasonable, and she's been totally unreasonable.
I have been reasonable.
To say the least. A typical selfish female attitude.
She has been most unreasonable.
I know what I'd do if I was you. I'd take it back, all of it. Pack up the whole lot and dump it on her doorstep.
You think so?
No question. It's a matter of principle. Dump it on the doorstep.
Thanks, Terry. Old friend, old pal.
Not before time.
Hello, sunshine. Feeling better?
Not before time, is it? Not a word, not a letter.
A letter?
Not a card or a phone call.
But you're not on the telephone.
Well, she is next door. Any form of human communication would have sufficed. A message in a bottle, or a carrier pigeon, or a series of smoke signals from your roof. Just so as I knew I had some human contact.
Mate, I've been up to me ears, what with work and getting the house together and the wedding.
And those are all the things you put before my health, are they?
I just couldn't afford the risk of infection, man. Everyone's going down with this Chilean flu. I can't spare the time to be sick.
I haven't got the plague, you know. We haven't had to paint our front door yellow. You're not going to go down in writhing contortions with your hair falling out.
Oh, in other words, you've had a fairly trivial illness. You haven't been at death's door at all.
I didn't mean that I hadn't suffered. I've coughed so much I think I've ruptured my lungs.
Chilean flu, it's fascinating, isn't it? That a virus can travel so far. Like Asian flu a few years back.
When I had a temperature of 103 on the verge of delirium, that was the one thing that consoled me, knowing that I had such a fascinating virus.
I suppose it comes in off the ships.
I might have known I'd get it.
According to last night's Look North, a programme of local news and views, it's reaching epidemic proportions.
What a month. Out of the forces with nothing to come home to, no bright job prospects, no mates around, and you getting married. And some bug transports itself from the Andes across 2 continents, 2 oceans, and zeroes in on me.
Well, you're not the only one by far.
I've been cursed by the Incas. It's typical of my rotten luck.
Half the site's down with it.
I bet I was the first, the trailblazer.
No wonder you're on the verge of delirium. What's this? Reader's Advice Forum? A frank exchange of personal and private fears? What are your personal and private fears, Terry? Apart from baldness and relegation.
Loss of friends, desertion in time of need.
My God, that pales compared to this poor fella, dear me. Have you seen this letter?
Anguished Market Harborough.
Yeah. Where do you buy manacles and stocks these days?
Mail order, I suppose.
Oh, it comes in a plain wrapper.
You know, those letters stagger me. They really do. I know I've been away for 7 years, but, I mean, I never knew bondage was that popular.
It's not round here. Well, certainly not on the Elm Lodge housing estate.
No, you'd be too sure. Have you seen all the addresses on these letters? They're not from Copenhagen or Hamburg. It's places like Market Harborough, Evesham, Peterborough. Hell's Teeth, there's even a Harrogate. I mean, what's happening to this country? If this magazine's a fair sample, come Saturday night, half the nation's behind locked doors in frilly underclothes, beating themselves silly with riding crops.
Well, not everyone watches Match of the Day.
Healthy people do.
I was thinking of missing it myself this Saturday. If someone is well enough, I was planning a little treat for that someone.
I'm not being whipped.
That wasn't what I had in mind. If you'd been well enough, I was going to take you out for a meal. Posh new place up the coast road. Dinner, bottle of wine, great steaks there.
Why?
Well, probably the last chance I'll get before I get married. You know, just for the 2 of us to have a chat, a few drinks, reflective, civilized evening.
Oh, I see. It's guilt, is it? Guilt at having left me here to rot.
All right, if you don't want to have a meal with me, if you don't want to make this last gesture to our friendship...
Oh, well, if you're going to put it that way.
Put it what way?
You know, when you put that voice of yours on.
What voice?
Your Dame and an Eagle making a charity appeal voice.
If you mean that my voice conveys a certain amount of emotion, then I won't deny it. This week's an end of an era for me, and the meal was supposed to commemorate it.
You make it sound like a memorial service, not a nosh-up.
Well, it is in memoriam, in a way.
Well, where's Thelma? Is she ill as well?
Thelma doesn't rule my leisure habits. I don't have to ask permission. She doesn't give me pass-outs. Anyway, Thelma's booked.
What for? Soliciting?
For a girls' night out, hen party. Her sister arrives today from Canada for the wedding.
Hey, I'd forgotten Thelma had a sister. Did we ever know her?
No, she was about 5 years younger than us. And at school, that was a generation. And she got a job abroad, I think, since she got her O-levels.
What's she like?
I can't really remember. It's only in my later, more mature years that I've started noticing schoolgirls.
Hey, I might be all right there at the wedding. She'll be the bridesmaid and me being the best man. Isn't that one of the best man's perks? Isn't that the unwritten law? The best man pays for the taxis, reads out the telegrams and has the bridesmaid.
Look, Terry.
Never know.
The thing is...
Might as well chance me arm.
Don't jump to conclusions.
I'm not. I'm only chancing me arm. I'll hold back the rest of me anatomy till I see the lay of the land.
Terry, please, I'm trying to say something important. You mustn't take things for granted about the wedding.
Oh, I see, Bob. Yeah, that's why you wanted us to have a meal. Just the two of us, like a reflective evening, wasn't it?
Right.
I understand, kiddo.
Do you?
Certainly. Say no more. You've had second thoughts. Well, I knew you'd come to your senses sooner or later.
Of course I haven't had second thoughts. You never give up, do you? What I was referring to was bridesmaids and best man.
Oh, I see, Dame Anna. Moral outrage, is it?
I don't
Just
mean
because
that.
she's Thelma's sister.
Look, I don't care if you seduce Thelma's sister. As long as you enjoy yourself at my wedding, I'm happy. I wasn't referring to your sexual menace. It was your status.
Status?
Well, lack of it.
What status am I lacking in?
Best man status.
What?
The best man at my wedding, my best man, if you like,
Yes.
is not you. I mean, it's you in principle. You being my best friend and that. Everyone will know it's you in principle. It just won't be you in fact.
I'm not your best man?
I didn't know you were going to turn up out of the blue like that. I didn't know you were suddenly going to reappear after years. And I'd already asked Frank Clark.
You don't have to explain. I know, you think I'll let you down. My earthy working-class ways might prove a little too rough at the edges for your new middle-class in-laws with their caravans in the Lake District and their Masonic handshakes. How could somebody like me officiate at your wedding? Somebody who might turn up in overalls and clogs. Toast the health of the bridesmaids in meths.
Oh, come on, mate. If I hadn't asked Frank Clark, you'd have been the first choice.
Oh, I see. I wear the number 12 shirt, do I? I'll sit on the substitutes bench. I suppose if he makes a lousy speech, I'll be called in for the last 10 minutes.
Look, be reasonable, not keeping in touch. You'd just become a memory. Fond memory, of course, but just a memory. Just a photo on a mantelpiece. An IOU in a sock drawer. A scar on my shin from the time we fought over Brenda Davidson.
And that's all I am to you, is it? A scar on the shin? 7
years you've been gone. Do you realise how long that is? You could forget someone altogether in 7 years.
You didn't forget the IOU in your sock drawer. What was that for?
Coach trip, Morecambe Illuminations, 1967. 5-card brag. £11 8 and 6, £11 42 and a half in decimals. I'll let you off the half.
You'll get your money. You'll get your money. I've been away, you know.
I know. That's why you're not the best man.
That's what this meal's about, is it? To make amends for the betrayal of friendship.
Offers open. Great food. Big helpings. All on me.
Oh, I don't see how I can, Bob. After that news. What with me virus and that blow, I can't think of eating. I don't think my appetite will ever be the same again. I'll have the prawn cocktail, fillet steak well done, chips, onion rings, tomatoes, grilled mushrooms and sprouts. Oh, and can we have some more bread while you're here?
Certainly, sir.
How's the melon?
Oh, it's lovely, sir. Absolutely.
Fine. And then the entrecote, please. Medium rare.
Vegetable, sir?
No, just green salad, no dressing, and no potatoes. Would you open the wine now so it could breathe? Thank you.
Well, where's your appetite, then? Green salad, no chips.
I like to watch the carbohydrates.
Well, cheers, mate. Oh, this is very nice. Yes, very nice indeed.
Cheers. I'm glad you were able to make such a miracle recovery in the last 24 hours.
That's the thing about these foreign diseases.
No, but it's amazing. When I wanted you to help me lay a carpet in the new house this afternoon, you'd lost the use of both legs and your eyesight was failing.
Today's wonder drugs.
No hard feelings, then, about best man.
Well, it hurt, Bob. I can't pretend it didn't. I mean, who's been closer to you over all these years? Not even your mother, never mind Frank Clark. When you first went out into the world, your first day at Mixed Infants, it was as long ago as that when we met.
I know, I remember. Even though we're only 5. The teacher said to me, there's your seat, there's your crayons. If you want to be excused, put your hand up. Playtime's 10 o'clock. And don't talk to Terry Collier.
Miss Ironmarsh always had it in for me.
No, it's amazing how character shows at such an early age. Even at 5, you were trouble, a hazard to other children. Don't talk to Terry Collier. That was like our school motto.
I was your first friend. I was the first person who stole your tricycle pump. The first person who split your head open with a brick. I mean, Frank can't claim things like that in his wedding speech now, can he? He can't recall colourful anecdotes from the past.
I don't think many of the colourful anecdotes from our past are fit to go into a wedding speech.
Frank Clark never sacrificed 7 years of his life for you.
You told us that apart from getting married, the most memorable thing that happened to you in the army was getting tattooed on your left buttock. So what happened? Did the needle slip?
That waiter never did bring that bread. I'll get it myself.
Excuse me, sir. Your French is all right.
Yeah, he was cursed by the Incas. During the full moon, he loses the use of his left leg.
So I said to him, it'll be interesting to see what happens then. No, did you really? I bet that fits them, cheeky duck.
Hey, did you see them two?
I saw you pass them. I saw you give them what you think is your winning look.
I've won a few with it.
You've lost a hell of a sight more.
Hey, they're tasty, though, aren't they?
Well, they certainly cured your limp. Or was it a case of take up thy bread and walk?
What I want to know is what are they doing here on their own? I mean, in a place like this.
They're just 2 nice girls having dinner together. It does happen, you know. Even before woman's lib, it was possible to see unescorted females in public places.
Not on a Saturday night, spare. They're up to no good.
God, you've got such bigoted sexual attitudes, you. Women without handbags are depraved. Divorcees are desperate for it. Negroes are more virile. A few years ago, any fellow that played tennis was a puff in your book.
Well, a few years ago, we wouldn't have been letting the minutes tick by like this. Shall we ask them over?
Certainly not.
Or just ask them to join us. They can pay for themselves.
No, I'm not out on the pull, no. Those days are over. That's supposed to be what this meal's about. The end of an era, isn't it?
I suppose so. When you think of a few years back, those two wouldn't have had a chance, would they?
A few years back? No.
I mean, we weren't half bad, were we? Admitted we didn't half put it about.
Oh, I won't argue about that point. We were deadly.
No woman was safe.
We were a team.
Right. The terrible two.
The dynamic duo.
Twin strikers.
Chivers and Hurst.
Lee and Bell.
What was our best season?
Oh, 1966, definitely. A vintage year.
It was a very good year for blue-eyed girls.
Blue-eyed, green-eyed, cross-eyed, we took all the
A string of victories.
We were the champions. Champions of the Roxy Ballroom and the Marimba Coffee Bar.
1966, yeah. Did you really have, a string of victories?
What?
Well, you know, I mean, we took a hell of a lot of girls out that year. I mean, but did you ever have any complete, total, knockout, all-the-way victories?
Well, if you put it that way,
I am putting it that way. I mean, be honest.
complete victories. All the way, like.
All the way. Honestly.
No.
I thought as much.
What about you?
Oh, it's got to extra time once with Dorothy Armisen, but
You'd never crack that defence.
I was just thinking.
What?
A whole season. We must have been the only twin strikers that never scored.
And you want and 2 brands.
The end of an era.
Aye, well.
Today is the first day of the rest of my life.
Aye, well.
One way of looking at it, isn't it?
Yeah, there were canny days, though, but
Best is yet to come.
great times.
Oh, it's one way of looking at it, though, isn't it?
When you think what we were like. I mean, now we're mature and civilized, but then, gee, we were so randy, chasing everything that moved.
Mind we were choosy. They had to be awake.
That was all that mattered. That and football.
Mind you, I think that under our civilized exteriors, you know, I mean, I know that I'm now mature sexually as well as every other way and experienced like, but it's still all down to sex and football life, isn't it?
Same for everybody, I should think.
No, some people don't like sex.
It takes all sorts.
Your twin obsessions. That's what Thelma says. Sex and football are my twin obsessions. She reckons that the height of ecstasy for me
Yeah.
would be to make love to her in E Block during the second leg of a European Cup tie.
By the time our team gets into Europe, making love in public will be legal.
Nigel Hutchinson. Nigel, you know Nigel? Lives up behind the ice ring. He had to see a psychiatrist about his obsession.
Never. Little Hutch?
The doctor said that what was wrong with him was that subconsciously he wanted to make love to every woman in the world. That was his problem.
Well, what's wrong with that?
No, with him it was an illness. He'll drive himself mad. Poor little Hutch. Knowing that he's not even going to get through North Shields, never mind the world.
Aye, well, there's always people worse off than yourself.
At least I don't have to go through all that with other women. At least I've got Thelma. And I'm content to be with just her.
You've been with Thelma for years. That's never stopped you shopping around, especially at school.
I'm on the threshold of matrimony. It's a slightly stronger relationship than carrying a satchel home from Park Juniors.
Yes, well, those two over there might be your last chance to grab somebody else's satchel.
I don't want to. Look, I know that you're separated and your marriage didn't work out, but, well, there must have been a time when you were first married or when you were just engaged, when you were happy just to be with Utah, when your eyeballs didn't swivel out their sockets every time you saw another Fraulein.
There is no time in any man's life when he doesn't notice other women. Even my Uncle Norman, who's 82 and bedridden. He left on his Meals on Wheels lady the other day.
Never.
She refused to come back.
Well, all right, but there must have been a time when you and Utah, perhaps when you were first courting, love was a many splendid thing.
Well, I wouldn't know, Bob. You see, I met Jutta when I was in the army. I was a war bride. Groom. I wasn't in a town. I was in a barren, windswept German plain. The only excitement was a sing-song and a naffy and a cup of lukewarm cocoa. There wasn't any spare. So my fidelity was never put to the test. I don't know how I'd have gone on back here, running the sexual gauntlet of the permissive society.
I've managed.
Well, yes, but that's probably because you're saturated with sex. You're marrying Thelma because you're ready to limp into retirement.
Look, I'm aware of other women. I have to drive to work every day past the Ministry of Pensions. You're not telling me those thousands of teenage typists aren't a navigational hazard. But a mature person doesn't forget his responsibilities as a fiancé and a road user.
So how come last Tuesday you ran into the back of a laundry van?
The clutch slipped.
Yeah, well, what's your brandy doesn't slip while you're clocking them two?
I'm not clocking those two. I'm aware that they're there. Of course I am. Vaguely aware that one of them's pretty.
Which one?
One with the dark hair and the black dress and that nice figure and that lovely eyes and that charming way of wrinkling up her nose when she laughs.
Oh, I see. Just a vague impression.
But compared to Thelma, how could I? And you'll find someone yourself soon, and you'll understand about what it means to have found life's partner. Thelma and me, well, it's just great. And it's not Bob and Terry anymore. It's Bob and Thelma and their friend, Terry. Thelma is my partner in life. I have new words in my vocabulary now. Words like marriage, trust, fidelity.
Boredom.
Other words are forgotten. Words like tails, spare, score, crumpet. Old days and old ways are gone forever. I bet we could pull those two over there, though.
Those days are over, you've just said.
I just bet we could. What are they doing here, alone in a place like this? A few years back.
Bob, we are into another era. You've told me so at least 10 times tonight.
I bet we could score those two bits of spare.
Your vocabulary's coming back.
I fancy the dark one. Actually, I fancy both of them.
My God, you've got Hutchinson's disease.
I wonder, don't you? I just wonder. I wonder if the old technique's still there, the old magic. Waiter.
Just coming, sir.
You watch this. I know a trick or two.
Can I help you, sir?
Wait, I wonder if you'd be so kind as to give a message to those two young ladies. Say that I think we recognise them from a few years ago. And if they don't think we're being too forward, perhaps they'd care to join us for coffee and liqueurs.
Very good. Oh, thank you, sir.
Why, that was good. A few years ago, we'd just stopped at their table on the way to the lab and said, do you fancy a jar?
And a few years ago, it was just a few jars and nothing.
They've got the message.
Down, boy, down. Hold it back.
I didn't lead you on, you know. This was your idea.
I can handle it. Always could.
Yeah, well, if they turn out to be touring American heiresses looking for bits of northern rough and whip us two off to the States and set us up in mansions in Palm Springs and Hawaii with yachts and a hovercraft, it's not my fault. They're coming over. They're only coming over.
This might be the night when the twin strikers find their feet.
And lose their heads.
I knew we could do it. The old magic's still there. Hello, how do you do?
Hello.
I hope you don't think, well, you know, that we were, Well, it's just that, I'm sure I knew you from somewhere. Please sit down. My name's Bob, and this is Terry.
I'm Norma.
And I'm Susan.
Never been to Hawaii, have you? Or Palm Springs?
No.
We're just trying to work out where we might have met.
Park Secondary Modern.
Pardon?
Park Secondary Modern. That's where we know you from. But you wouldn't know us. You were seniors, and we were in the juniors.
You really remember us from them?
Bob Ferris and Terry Collier. Of course we do.
You're the one the teachers warned us about. Don't talk to that Terry Collier.
Oh, not that you'd have talked to us.
Oh, really?
We couldn't have had a look in.
Not with you two.
Oh, really?
You were just objects of desire.
Figures to idolise.
Young girls' fantasies.
Glimpsed through the railings.
So near, yet so far.
Isn't it lucky we met?
Well, I hope you don't think we let you pick us up. But we had to take the chance of meeting you in the flesh.
You were legends in your own lifetime at Park Juniors.
Well, Robert, I hope we're not going to disappoint these two young ladies. It's not easy being a living legend.
I think you've lost weight since those days.
He watches his carbohydrates.
Oh, but you're just the same. You always were a bit...
Wiry. Would the girls like a drink?
It's closed.
Pardon?
It's too late for a drink. The bar's closed. What a shame.
No, it isn't.
It is. If we want a drink, we'll have to go on somewhere.
Oh, I see, yes. Oh, dear, the bar's closed. What a pity. We'll have to go on somewhere.
Where are we thinking of going?
Yes, yes.
That's a good question.
Well, what about going back to my house? You see, I have this house, you see, where we could go back to. We could go back to, my house. Which would be a good place to go back to.
Your house would be a good place to go back to, Bob.
Yes, wouldn't it? Play some records, few drinks.
What a good idea. Go back to your house, play some drinks, have a few records.
I think that might not be a very good idea.
Why?
Oh, it might be indiscreet. Something you'll regret in the morning.
I won't. I promise you I won't.
I won't either.
I think it's a bad idea.
But why, Susan? Please, why?
Because you're marrying my sister next week.
I don't feel very well.
has come to see you, Bob.
Not before time.
Here's your tea, pet. Now be sure and take that pill. Would you like a cup, Terry?
Ah, if there's one made.
Well, it's no trouble.
How have you been, Petal?
I've been at death's door.
No, you haven't. Your mum said your temperature's never been above 101. That bug's losing its power, you know. Poor little bug. Couldn't take the northeast climate. It's on its way back to the foothills of the Andes. Knackered. It's fascinating, isn't it? How a virus can travel so far.
It's fascinating how long it's taken you to drive 400 yards. 3 days I've lain here.
Anyway, I've brought you some grapes. Hasn't Thelma been round?
No, she's had a touch of it herself. That's why she wasn't out with the girls the other night.
Oh, I see. You sure it's not because of the other night she's not been round?
She doesn't know about it. Susan didn't let on.
Oh, didn't she?
No. Don't sound so sorry. There's something I wanted to ask you.
Oh, aye?
If you'd come round earlier, I wanted to ask you something important.
Ask away, little paleface.
I've had second thought.
Aha!
Not about the wedding.
Oh, about the bridesmaid. Well, I can't blame you. I've had a few myself. She's a bonny girl, that Susan.
Yeah, you'll be all right there at the wedding.
No, I won't. She'll be thigh to thigh with the best man on the head table when I'm stuck away in the corner, wedged between my mother and one of your cousins.
No, she won't. If Susan's thigh is adjacent to anyone's, it'll be yours. I'm trying to tell you that I want you to be the best man. That's what I've had second thoughts about. And what you said the other night was perfectly true. I mean, we've been through everything together, haven't we? Chilean flu. How can I get married and not have you as best man? My best friend in all the world.
What about Frank?
Ah, clear it with Frank. That's not important. The thing is, will you do it?
Oh, I don't know what to say.
It means a lot to me, Terry.
Well, of course I will, mate. It's my privilege.
Well, I'm back, love. Here's your tea, Terry.
Thank you, Mrs. Ferris.
Should you be here, Terry, you might catch something.
I'd risk that. For a friend.
Because everybody's going down with it. And isn't it awful about poor Frank Clark? Complications have set in. He's going to have to miss the wedding and everything.